For me, if I'm going, Ice Cube is a lyricist.
I can't stand Ice Cube.
That's crazy.
I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting-wise.
Really?
He's the same.
How much time we got left here? Because should I just tell him to leave now?
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna find your ex-wife, hit her with a rubber, and buy her a love seat from Bob's Furniture. It's gonna fade when the sun hit it.
You knew it was bound to happen. If you saw my last video, you knew Corey Holcomb was about to come with that fire. Corey Holcomb drops bombs on Aries Spears for disrespecting the legend, Ice Cube. This is a long-standing beef. You know, if any of y'all know the history of this, Aries should have known this was about to happen. And for any of you all in the comments who are trying to justify Aries' comments with, oh, everybody is entitled to an opinion. Yeah, Ice Cube said that. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But opinions are like assholes, and most of them stink. Even if you don't like the man, you gotta understand his contribution. You know?
Anyway, so I did not want to bring this person up. However, it is a story right now that's out there. Do I call him the gooey raccoon or do I actually say his name?
Nigga. I mean, RZA don't probably know what you talk about yet, but I saw that
Shout out to
deplorable.
RZA Islam.
Okay. Well,
And he played victim right after
Yes,
that
he said-
when he got backlash. But he's so glad his name is in the YouTube
is it-
rotation
and that's
now.
what I think too. That's what
He
I
is
probably-
so glad.
Yeah. So
Ass nigga.
okay, so good. We're
Came
not
up
gonna-
here, let's go beat your ass. Talk about why they calling me a sucker. Got your ass whooped, got a lawyer for an ass whooping by one man. What do you call you?
Fair and
He
square.
asked me, "Are you Asian?" I was like, "What? I'm Mexican." "Oh, you're Mexican." I was like, "What?"
You took a bet to your wife. Now tell me I'm lying. You's a real sucker, boy.
Anyway, so yeah, so
That's some sucker
that story's out
activity.
there.
Like you ain't a sucker. You the definition of sucker.
Yeah, for all y'all out there defending him. Remember that?
Talking about he can't give opinions, and that now people are. He said, this is what he said.
You did an independent about looking at a boy in a bathtub. You's a weirdo, boy. Do yourself a favor and end it all.
He said,
Damn. That's all I gotta say.
Boy, do yourself a favor and end it all.
he said, apparently I'm the poster child for the world's biggest hater.
We ain't even said his name yet.
No, I almost just didn't want to. It was just bad taste in my mouth. But people know.
Somebody
the
say he
story.
got eyes like Cujo.
I can't. Anyway.
You know, some people are
He
allergic.
took an elbow sandwich on the 5150 show. Go ahead.
Some people are allergic to being quiet.
Wow.
You can actually say you don't care for
Say it
somebody,
again.
somebody
You can
treats
actually
you.
not comment.
Comment at all. But he elaborated on it. That was my thing. So
Too many times when people elaborate, all they do is elucidate how
He
much
ain't
of
even
a
said the
fool
full
they
name,
are.
and we already know.
Yeah.
everybody
Isn't-
know exactly because it's just so.
This is something happening with a lot of people right now, though. A
Thank
lot
you.
of
Yes.
people are
Yes.
just talking and running themselves into the dirt, not realizing just stop talking.
Right.
Just please. I
Man,
mean,
Big Boy
really.
them gave you a pass, dog. They was ready to slap shit out your ass.
Man,
Tell me
some
about
people
it.
just have to really learn that, you know what, it's actually okay that I don't talk about this. I can actually be quiet. Matter of fact, let me go and figure out something to build or something to do, something productive, and not always have an opinion. Today, the internet is going after everybody. Everybody's going after everybody. Comment section full of people talking. Everybody getting on the camera, talking. I'm mad, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna do a video. Stop talking. People are overly stimulated with social media, and so their emotions are all over the damn place. They feel like I gotta say something. I gotta just.
Well, stop trying to go viral. If you really have something to say, I think that's when your voice is needed. But a lot of people want to be provocateurs. They think their job is to go on podcasts and be provocative. Nah, it's not necessary.
Relax, because everybody's words are coming back to bite them in the behind.
You kissed a man in the mouth on a video and said, "Mwah."
Ew, with oil. all
You's
over
a
it.
super sucker,
Now
dog.
people are like, you didn't even say what he said. I don't want to repeat. You can go look it up. It's all over the.
Talking about the gooey raccoon.
Yeah, so go ahead. You can.
The
look-
dude who got beat up and ran off the internet for 6 months and came back peeping through a little internet camera like, "Hey, y'all, can I come back?" He was a sucker.
You know, if people just got out here and worked, like
Great.
okay, You do stand up. The majority of what you do is in real life in front of the people. From my understanding, as far as when you go on tours, you are in front of the people. This is something I respect. I respect people who work, who go out here and get it, who go out here and connect with the people, do the work with the people. Those people will always be successful. They will always have something going. They will always be building. If you stay on the internet talking all the time, then you will be known for a talker on the internet. That's what you'll be known for. That's as far as your reputation will go. You'll be about this big. But you have to get out here and build among the people. The only thing I tell people is you may have a lot of haters, but do they outwork you?
How about that?
Can they outwork you?
How about that? I put together my own productions, and I know this is leading to something that will be way bigger than what Backdoria was trying to offer.
No,
He's a straight lame, dog. I can't believe he came on afterward.
At Fawcett Media, best believe we got something else cooking too. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pike. See, a lot of y'all think this is the only thing I do. I got a lot of irons in the fire right now. Stay tuned.
About that, I put together my own productions, and I know this is leading to something that will be way bigger than what Backdoria was trying to offer.
No,
He's a straight lame, dog. I can't believe he came on afterwards trying to act like people are not doing right by him. You's a sucker, homie. Go on those safe podcasts and talk crazy, man. Big Boy them did you a solid. Big Boy them was like, should we let this fool out of here?
Right.
What this fool say? Man, you disrespected somebody who is responsible for helping so many comedians get up in the game, and you mad because he didn't pick you. That's where all that came from. And the reason he didn't pick you, homie, is because, as my man Eddie Kane Jr. said, you on my spot plan? Well, guess what? You ain't go get it because you ain't got it. You ain't got it. You ain't got it, dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not crying over a man who don't like me.
Okay.
I will never in my life complain or cry because a man doesn't like me or whatnot, but I will have to take responsibility for what my words have caused. If I'm going to be a real man, I have to be responsible for what my words create. If I open my mouth and say something that's wrong, that's idiotic, that's emotional as hell, that is just totally non-productive, okay, then I have to take responsibility for the backlash that I receive. Take it like a man, come out, apologize, and then go back and do better. Real simple, but we got to stop playing this victim now. Everybody's so damn soft and emotional. A lot of grown children who were failed by their parents. I'm going to just be very honest about that. Destroyed by the system of white supremacy, failed by their parents. So now people right now don't even want to be adults. Wow. 35, 40 years old, crying, talking about, I don't know where life is going. It's going in the direction where you're driving. Take responsibility for your damn life. There's too many grown children out here. That's why this younger generation don't respect nobody. Seriously. I mean, you know, and this is not me being emotional. It's me being real.
I'm going to find your ex-wife, hit her with a rubber, and buy her a love seat from Bob's Furniture. It's going to fade when the sun hit it. Lame.
Wow. Total destruction, man. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Ice Cube has put on so many comedians, like from Chris Tucker to Mike Epps to Bernie Mac, all these comedians in these movies, because people don't realize, if you're not in the industry, how hard it is to make the jump from the stage to the movies, right? Like, you can imagine it, right? It's a bit, especially back then. And Ice Cube was doing films. See, that's a whole nother level. Films always got respect as the top of the heap. Right now, maybe not so much. You got some really good TV out there that is better than anything they're making in the films. But Aries probably holds some resentment from Ice Cube for not including him in the Friday series. Wow. Get over it. At this point, get over it. It's been 30 years since the first Friday came out. If you was up for Smokey in the first Friday and you didn't get it, why are you still mad? Like, that's what I'm talking about. It goes back to that Mad TV clip, the Mad TV reunion that I played in the last video, where Aries is dealing with something that's much deeper here. It's with his soul. and he's feeling inadequate. And so instead of saying what's really on his mind like a man does, he's projecting out into people who didn't even do anything wrong to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Ice Cube, as far as we know, this was an unprovoked attack. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just very odd behavior from someone who is in their 50s, I believe. At some point, some maturity has to come in, you know? Like that's, you know, it's all fun and games, but some maturity has to come out. You have to be held accountable. This is the thing, like I said, like we got this weird undercurrent of people that have never been outside before, like never experienced, like coming up in the 90s and the 80s, even the 2000s to a certain extent, the early 2000s. Like you could tell people had experience because they went out and experienced the world. Unfortunately, what happens with a lot of digital first people or people who were born in the matrix, for lack of a better term, is that they don't know how to respond to adversity. And although Aries Spears doesn't fall into that generation at all, he still is exhibiting some of those signs. He's exhibiting the sign of not being able to be held accountable for the words that he said. It'd be one thing if he dissed Tupac and dissed Ice Cube and then came out and stand on it like, what? I don't think Tupac's a good lyricist. I don't think Ice Cube is good in movies. What? But what did he do? It seems like the cancel culture is coming after me, and why can't people say what they want to say, and what's their opinion? Opinions come with consequences, unfortunately. And really nothing happened to him. Nothing yet, obviously. He didn't get packed out at the Big Boy and DJ Head show, the podcast that they were on, which could have happened, you know, like, but it's interesting because Aries Spears, for all of his bluster and all of his New York bias, like somebody brought it up, I think it was Scruncho on another channel. Aries Spears has been in Los Angeles most of his adult life. Like he came out there when he was a teenager. He was a teenage phenom. And I think that might go to the core of what's going on in Aries Spears, some of his insecurities and how he's handling things. Because you see a man in his 50s, you see a man that has grown to a certain level, you know, and talented as he is, there seems to be a lack of maturity in that department. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know Aries personally, and like this is all speculation, but what I'm seeing is like you're not handling yourself honorably like a man would. And as someone who's been around child stars, like there is a sort of arrested development that happens. There's sort of, you've been given everything from a very young age. And so you don't know what it is to struggle for reaching the level that you want to get to, reaching the heights that you could possibly attain. And I hate to overly analyze what Aries Spears is and just this heat of the moment little Instagram interaction. But just as I've been observing over the years, this is something that I notice is something that is one of his tragic flaws. Like you want to see the brother win. Like I think even Corey Holcomb, before they had an issue, before he came on the show and got the bows put on him, the elbows put on him, like I think Corey Holcomb even respected Aries Spears at that time. But he thought it was something else. He thought Aries is this New York dude, that he was solid. And unfortunately, it's like, it just gets shown every time. You know what I mean? Like, this is another thing about being a man. Like, why go out of your way to insult somebody like Ice Cube? Unless you got some kind of personal issue with him. You go to a West Coast podcast and you say probably one of the most disrespectful things you can say is that one of their legends is trash. Or I don't even know how he phrased it. How did he phrase it? You know what I can't stand? I can't stand. You know, like what man actually starts off a sentence in reference to another man I can't stand and is not ready for like fire to come back at him? You know what I mean? Like a lions, two lions going at each other. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't hide behind the Instagram video and be like, oh, you guys are too sensitive, when you are purposely out there provoking. And that's what I think it is. It's maturity too, because I don't think he understands that he's offending in the way he is. He thinks it's just an opinion. I saw this in the Drake and Kendrick battle too. A lot of the people that were supporting Drake, and Drake included, also suffer from this. They can't understand how to take an L and move on. A lot of what they were doing was making excuses for him. Well, he said this about Drake. He said Drake was a PDF file. That's over the line. That isn't an argument in a rap battle. Where have you been? What music have you been listening to? People have been called worse things. And just because your guy got called that, now it's too low. It's too far. It's too far. I can't see it. The rules of conflict are ruthless, and you can't put a limiter on it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I hope that some people can see these things. You know what I mean? Like, as a man, I know I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I can say these things from a perspective of someone who has made mistakes, who has been through it. And in the entertainment industry, I've been through it. So this constantly falling and putting your foot in your mouth, I mean, if that's what you're going with, you better embrace it. Don't come back talking about, why don't they respect me? Why don't they pay me like Kevin Hart? Why don't they give me this special like Dave Chappelle? Why don't I get the respect of a Corey Holcomb? You can't ask those questions if you continually are acting in a disrespectful manner. If you're continually disrespecting people and not knowing that you've done something wrong. Anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. This is Fawcett Media.